Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Tampa Bay Rays.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Chris Archer gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Here's Mookie Betts. He will lead this one off today. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 home. He's in there for strike number 2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Andrew Benintendi is the second out of the opening frame. Stepping in now, Hanley Ramirez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. And the inning is over. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Boston nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff, it should be your focus.
And there you see Denard Span as he gets ready to lead off the home half of inning number 1. The 1-1 home. Hit hard up the middle. And the Rays are in the hit column for the first time this year.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Duffy.
Into the box now, Matt Duffy. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Duffy. Span the runner at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works too.
Now a snap move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. In now, Kevin Kiermaier. Span runs, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
Into the box, Carlos Gomez. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And he's in safely at third as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
A minute ago, this thing was tied up, but when you're giving up triples, you're not going to be close for too long. Now a 2-run lead and a base hit away from making it 3.
Standing in now, Brad Miller. A ball and 2 strikes now. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Miller is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Hard on the ground toward short. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, a lot of the top pitchers, if you're going to get to them, you want to get to them early. This is a big lead, 3-0 early against a very good pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, they have to feel good about this one, Dan. Going to have to find a way to slowly tack on runs. But if you would have told this offense they'd have 3 early, they would have took it.
Stepping in now, Wilson Ramos. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Line drive to left. Benintendi is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
He pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. A swing by Crone, and it's hammered out to left field. Gone! A 2-run job for C.J. Crone. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Rays have opened this up to 5-0.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started, but to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
Into the box now, Adeiny Echeverria. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We'll head to the second inning here in St. Pete. It's the Rays 5 and the Red Sox nothing. Next up for the Red Sox, J.D. Martinez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. On the move is Kiermaier. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting set.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Xander Bogaerts.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
At the plate, Rafael Devers. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Now a throw over and the runner back. Bogaerts, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Archer has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Rafael Devers has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
3 runs already home here. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded by Hechavarria. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Rays 5 and the Red Sox 3. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Malik Smith. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-2 once more. Drilled down the line. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Hit hard to short. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first, as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Bernard Span. Squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Smith gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Matt Duffy. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Under it is Bradley, and that'll be the second out. In now, Kevin Kiermaier. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Kiermaier.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Payoff pitch one more time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Payoff pitch one more time. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Up next for the Rays, Carlos Gomez. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Pitch inside the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Now he's safe at third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
The catcher, number 40.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Brian Johnson enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Johnson.
In now, Wilson Ramos. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. We played 2 full. It's the Rays 8 and the Red Sox 3. Back for the top of the 3rd here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
The 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Ready with another 2-2. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Smith. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Digging in for his second at bat, Andrew Benintendi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-1. This one's flared out toward left. Coming in is Smith. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Hanley Ramirez. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2. Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Here's C.J. Cron now. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Now batting, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Riding in once again, Adeiny Echeverria. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the 1-1. Runner goes for second. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Malik Smith. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And that's the second out of the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Denard Span. A hit in 2 tries so far. Home is off at first with 2 away. Two balls and 2 strikes. The count to Span.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. Now another 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Maybe a rug burner 2 after that one as we get another look at it here. More opening day baseball coming up following this. So here's the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a hit.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Standing in, Xander Bogaerts. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Here's the 1-1. Here's a high pop-up. Echeverria is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
The 2-2 misses above the zone for a ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez. 2-1. The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. The 1-1 home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Smith. And that ends the inning. Boston strands a couple. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Duffy. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. The 2-1. This is line to left. Benintendi is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately. Digging in once again, Kevin Kiermaier. Eight runs, just 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And fouled off to the right. And another foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
A full count to the Rays center fielder. Carlos Gomez is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is in there.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Into the box now, Carlos Gomez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley makes the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Brad Miller. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. 2 out, nobody on. Count is 1-2 now. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. It's the Rays 9 and the Red Sox 3. Here's Jackie Bradley now, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
3 balls and a strike now to Bradley. Mookie Betts will be next. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. First home run of the campaign for him as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mookie Betts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Base is empty here with nobody out. Two and one now to Mookie. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Miller. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball
now
for the first out.
Left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Last time through was a base hit. Here it comes on 1-1. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kiermaier on the run, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman Hanley
ready for another
Ramirez.
chance. Hanley Ramirez. He was a double play victim last time around. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-1. Grounded to short. Echeverria with the sliding stop. It's in time. It's Jackie Bradley Jr. who hits the jackpot with this big swing. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Rays 9 and the Red Sox 4. Joe Kelly is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Joe Kelly.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Now the 2-1 pitch. Pitch is popped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
The 1-1. This one's down to third. Nunez on to first, a double play.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Ready for another shot now. Adeiny Echeverria. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. Rays held in check here. They're on top, however, 9-4. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway. Now the 3-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Kiermaier at the track. The wall. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him as they've cut this deficit down to 4. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Kiermaier's got a read on it. 1 down.
The batter,
striding in once again, Rafael Devers. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 1 out, nobody on. Line down the left field line. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. Here's Archer on 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Rafael Devers goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Striding in for Boston, Eduardo Nunez. It was a walk in his last trip. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He was in a great hitter's count. Should have been looking dead red, but instead chases after a pitch that he couldn't do anything with and would have walked him.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Boy, D-Roll, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. And this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
In now, Christian Vasquez. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Digging in and looking for more, Jackie Bradley Jr. He went deep last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
And that's through into center field, base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it a 9-6 contest now.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roll. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound.
Your attention, please.
And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Andrew Kittredge trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Mookie Betts will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Vasquez on second, Bradley at first, 2 out in the inning. Sliders in for a strike. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. Ground ball left side. Echeverria with a sliding stop. He's out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and a couple of men left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Rays lead it 9-6. Malik Smith the next to hit. 0 for 2 with the runs scored so far. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
On the ground to second base. This could be two. The second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Matt Duffy. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
1 out and a runner on second base. Fastball in there, 3-2. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. Payoff pitch one more time. A bouncer up the middle. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Kevin Kiermaier. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hard hit ball to second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knot.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Now a throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Standing in now, Carlos Gomez. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Rays 10 and the Red Sox 6. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Digging in now, Andrew Benintendi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-1 misses, ball 2. Ball 3-1. On deck, there's Hanley Ramirez. Hit hard on the ground to short, and this gets under the shortstop's glove. That'll likely be a base hit.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you'll make you pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get in 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up and you can guarantee fastball let it eat.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
And Ramirez will just try and work his way aboard here. It's 3-1. J.D. Martinez waits on deck. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The next 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, J.D. Martinez. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Benintendi on third. Ramirez over at second. Martinez at first with no outs. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 2-2 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Rafael Devers, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. 3-2 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. Echeverria for 1. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Yeah, that's always a tough turn because it usually takes a long time to develop, and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time, they just get the 1.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Jose Alvarado.
Into the box, Rafael Devers. Taking all the way. It's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
On the ground near home. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Now batting, second baseman.
Daniel Hudson takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Stepping into the box, Eduardo Nunez. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. It is stretch time here in Tampa. We'll stretch with them. The Rays are in front, 10-8. Carson Smith gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Carson Smith.
Up next for the Rays, Brad Miller. He went down on strikes last time up. The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Now batting, catcher. Well,
stepping up to the plate, Wilson Ramos has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 2. Set to deal on 2-2. Hit hard down the line. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
C.J. Cron will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now the 1-1 pitch is a sinker that misses for a ball. Ramos leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Missed with a slider.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Here's Echeverria now. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a double steal try here. Popped straight up. That's coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And a relay home. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Always nice to get some run production from the bottom of your order, right? That double brings in 2 runs, and the top of the order is coming up here. This could really be a big inning.
Stepping in now, Malik Smith. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounded foul off to the right side. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Into the box now, Denard Span. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And that is swung on and missed by Span as he set down for the second out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
In now, Matt Duffy. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. 2 out with the man at first.
He's going.
There goes Smith. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. In to score is the runner from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Kevin Kiermaier. Very weakly on the ground. Duffy at second with 2 down. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. The next 3-2. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. Hit back up the middle. Glove by Bogarts. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Tampa Bay leads this one 14-8. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. He'll start us off in the 8th. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. There is Hechavarria. He's got it for the 1st out.
The batter, center fielder, Jackie Bradley.
Settling in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. The 1-2 pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. Back goes Kiermaier. Still going back.
Gone!
solo shot to right center. His second of the game as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit. Standing in now, Mookie Betts. And that one just missed outside. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs that's going to win the ball game.
Andrew Benintendi.
Into the box, Andrew Benintendi. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here's the 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-2 is taken high above the zone.
2-2.
And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Rays lead it 14-9.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Boston, number 37, Heath Hembry.
Here's Carlos Gomez. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And that is swung on and missed, so they'll keep Gomez off base here, and there's 1 away.
I really liked that he gave up nibbling out of the zone, trying to get at the chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into the box now, Brad Miller. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. 1 out, nobody on. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. 40. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Stepping in now, Wilson Ramos. And the count will be full. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Count remains full. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We return to Tropicana Field after this. Sergio Romo comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Sergio Romo.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And a good way to start the 9th as he's in with a leadoff double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
In now, J.D. Martinez. Squared that one up just a little late.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
The 1-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Hard ground ball to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Ramirez is on his way home. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, what a battle there, Hero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Standing in now, Xander Bogaerts. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. Grand Slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Alex Colomé takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Rafael Devers the next to bat, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Lifted the other way to left center. Waiting on it is Smith. He's got it 1 away. Riding into the box, Eduardo Nunez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. And he'll lay off the cut fastball here as this misses off the plate for ball 4. Jackie Bradley Jr. is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
14-10. The final posting in this one. Tampa Bay put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Chris Archer earns his first win of the season. Chris Sale was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he saddled with the loss. Alex Colomé closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.